My bad. I didn't realize I was on the screen. Yeah, I was so excited about getting on live. I was listening to my mentor on YouTube. Well, she's not my YouTube mentor, but she's my mentor friend. And I was into her video and I was like, oh, Lord, it's top 15. I was in here working. Welcome, and welcome again. I'm excited to be with y'all. I got me and my husband started this new vitamin, right? I'm gonna talk about it a little later, but I'm gonna tell y'all what's been happening to my little body here. For all who don't know, I'm Martisha T.LaCroix, affectionately known as T.LaCroix. So for those who may not know who I am, I'm excited to be with you all. I would say, I connect people to tanning tools to help them win, but then I was like, I really shouldn't say that because it's kind of like God has really evolved me a little bit. So people know me from different facets, different perspectives, and that's all good to me. Like I'm great to be a person that people know me from different things. So I've been pushing myself to go live every week on my Facebook page, and of course, it's if you follow me on YouTube, it's there. And so that's wrong. And so I'm excited to be with y'all today. What day that's gonna be, I'm really trying to pan it out. I know it's probably gonna be Thursday or Friday. Y'all, what y'all don't know, it's Freedom Friday. And I was just thinking, it used to be that I would do this whole F Fridays segment, and it was so fun, so exciting. And I just kind of like got away from it. And so I was just funny, I was doing it today. So I'll probably be live every week, Thursday or Friday. I ain't figured out which one yet. Because, for those who don't know, 28 weeks, y'all probably can't tell. But if I stand there, like, oh, Lord. But I'm 28 weeks pregnant. And for people who be like, oh, my gosh, she's so old to be having babies. Let me tell y'all. If you knew the whole story of how we got to this point, I'm forever, ever blessed about it. But so everything's looking good, and I'm excited for the good look. And yeah, that's all I got today for that. All right, but where did it go? But I'm excited for that whole situationship. October, here we come, right? Who would ever thought that I actually, true story, as we get started, I asked the Lord, I actually said, it'd be nice if all of our birthdays were like in together, right? So we have what is called birthday season, literally. So I start birthday season in not that, what in the world? I start birthday season in I think my okay, hold on. I start birthday season in September, right? And then my children in October. Well, my daughter's in September, and then my children, what in the world is it doing it? Are in what's it called? They're in okay, so let me do it. Okay, I'll kill that for right now. In October, and then my husband closes birthday in December. So it's really cool. All our kids are right in between our birthdays. So when September comes in, it's really August, because we got a lot of my other sister, her birthday in August. So it's like literally coming September, it's birthday season, and then we close out birthday season. So anyway, I'm excited y'all here. Y'all see part one, the paralyzation of fear and disappointment. This is really to set the tone call. I'm really going to just talk about what we're going to be talking about for the next 3 weeks. So after this week, and then I'll go with some preliminaries, and I'm gonna get off because I'm really like serious about having a certain amount of time. Yeah, excuse my breathing. I thought I brought my water in here, but again, let me reiterate: I am 28 weeks pregnant, and I believe I'm saying that, and then 42. I'm like, I'm 28 weeks pregnant. Anyway, I will say also that this baby has not caused. I ain't gonna say that. It's not her fault. We have some little asthmatic things going on, but God is still good. So that's why if I hear me breathing hard, like, girl, why she breathing so hard? It's not that I'm catching my breath. I'm overly big. It's just that I'm having asthmatic issues. And so one of the things that I'm gonna say this, and I'm gonna get rock and rolling, is that I really am getting back into my groove, where my peace and my joy release. I'm telling y'all, like, to not share, to not serve people. That's the word I want to use. It's very, very different for me. Okay. And so it's a challenge when you don't get to be in a place where you're actually doing what you love to do. And it's not anybody's fault, it's my own fault. I openly say I have not been obedient. Hopefully I don't get emotional, but I haven't been obedient. And I just kind of like shut everything down. I kind of was like, I don't want to do nothing. I don't want to go nowhere. I don't talk to nobody. I don't want to be present. Heck, I'm just barely doing this stuff. I'm just going through the motions. And so when I did the first call where we talked about how can I serve you, it kind of married to this part because many of us are trapped and don't realize we're trapped. We're actually what I call stuck in time, right? I don't know if you've ever seen that movie. What is that movie called? And this is, man, he's I can see his face. Tom Cruise. He plays this guy, and he literally relives the day over and over again. And he has to die. Like, it's just because he has to die to relive this day. But every time he relives it, he learns something else. And by the end of the movie, he has discovered how to solve the problem. And I think about that as we're shackled to fear, that we're gonna keep reliving this lesson. We're gonna keep relearning this thing until we get to the place where we didn't allow it to corrupt us. And so I want to set the tone for what I'm gonna really talk about for the next couple of days. And I know I heard Jeezy say in an interview, he was saying how he was kind of saying how people only show their wins on social media. They never show. Well, I added this part, but basically what he's saying is they all show their wins. They never show the work. Like, so that's why we think that we get instant gratification. And hey, I'm gonna come on this live. 5,000 people gonna show up, right? They're gonna buy all my products, and then tomorrow I'm gonna be a millionaire. That's not reality. The reality of it is we all have to work through that. And so I just decided I'm going to continue to show my raw moments, the moments that are not perfect, the moments that grow me. And so this is what I'm in. And really, I'm not really in it per se, because I've kind of seen what it is. And now I'm like, Mom, this no matter what is going on. And I'm going to tell y'all, even over the past week, it's been a madness. And I'm just like, okay, we're doing this today, but I will not allow it to change my attitude. Okay. So anyway, I want to talk about that. So today's topic was what hindered you, right? Or what is hindering you? Why is this not on? What is hindering you, right? Let me say this: who, what, where, why, all those, how, what, answer those questions with what hindering you. And when we talk about hinder, what is stopping you from achieving? Let me say this too. It could be places, it could be people you hang with, it could be that you suffered death in the family. And I'm telling you, people who have been close to you, who have been an intricate part of your life, it is a challenge to snap back for some people. I'm just being honest with you. It's a challenge to say, I have to still progress knowing this person isn't here. Or maybe people look at you like, well, life is still going on. I've experienced that. And it's not I'm not trying to be not sensitive to it, because I get it, because I've suffered that. But I realize that life is going to still progress. Death is a part of the journey. Like, it's not like something that, oh my gosh, just happened. It shocks us, but it's not meant for us to stop pursuing what we know it should be. And so think about those things. I really want to set the tone for what has stopped you, what has stifled you, what has shackled you to fear and disappointment. Now, I'm gonna tell y'all the truth. I'm about to sit up here and be like, oh yeah, I'm not dealing with that. I'm openly honest to tell people I wasn't happy or sad that we were having a baby. I wasn't either one. I was kind of like, Lord, we're doing this right now because it's so many things I need to get done. On top of that, I have a daughter who has special circumstances that we're getting through. We're getting all her resources together for that. And so I'm dealing with that over there, right? Get that. And then also my hormones is kind of out of whack. And then, so I'm dealing with that, make sure I'm doing what I'm supposed to be doing back. That's going over here. And then on top of that, I had a contract issue that really was devastating to my integrity. That's what it felt like in the process. And I remember meeting my husband, and I met him somewhere in tears. Y'all hear me? Tears. And he was like, he's not a emotional being, okay? He is straight up from Brownsville, Brooklyn, never ran, never will. You hear I'm telling you, straight hood. I love him. He has such a great heart. And he was like, what you crying for? Like, what did you suck it up? And he knew I was hurt, but he was like, this business, you got to do what you got to do. Like, and so it kind of made me look at it different. But you're talking about dealing with all of that, and it made me say, am I not good enough? I'm just gonna be straight up honest. It was like, I'm not gonna really be able to do all this, and we were still going through some, like I'm not talking about regular old, little dipping little potholes. I'm talking about like these people in my neighborhood about to, sue the HOA because these some doggone craters. They rims jacked up kind of potholes in my marriage. So I'm dealing with all of this at one time. And honest to God, no cap, I just want to just say, forget everybody. Not to mention my son decided he was going to move to Chicago. Who told him to do that? I don't know. But, all that was happening and it stifled me. And I straight up went cold turkey. If you go from today back, any video, I may share some stuff, but if you go from today back, you will see that I wasn't on any lives since January, February's time frame, right? But here is the thing, though. Don't want nobody fault but my own fault. Like life is gonna life. Life is gonna do what life gonna do, period. And so I had to really take a minute and say, what is stopping me from pursuit? And so there are projects that have been on my plate for years that I know I was told to do, like the mother-daughter slumber party or bringing back the Martisha experience. And I wouldn't do them. Why? Because I felt, is anybody gonna sign up? Is anybody gonna pay for these tickets? I would like kind of play promote. I would kind of put myself out there because it was times where I like listen straight up. The events we had, I know my husband dropped a good $5,000-$6,000. Nobody showed up. Broke my whole spirit. I'm just broken. I'm talking about times where we would show up and do stuff, and it'd be like we took a hit. Now, really, thank God the lights were still on, we're still doing stuff. But at a point now where you're like, okay, we are now in the 8th month of the year, and I have not seen the fulfillment of a goal or of a situation. What is stopping you? Period. Like it's an honest question to yourself. Like when I sit back in the posture of what is stopping me? What has shackled me to fear and disappointment? How did I get shackled to this? How did I say, my life, I believe good things, but in the back of your mind, like, am I ever going to get, are we ever going to get out of this? Is this ever going to change? You're shackled to disappointments. You're shackled to saying that, what, at this point, should I even try? Matter of fact, I'm going to give you a prime. If you ever go to this movie called Zootopia, there's a prime example, Zootopia. The girl, she want to be a police officer child. She want to go to the big city. Her family own a carrot farm. Real story, y'all. Carrot farm. And she was like, Dad, I want to do this. And she was like, because she got her feelings hurt about something happened, her being selected. And he says, well, you know what? You'll never be disappointed if you don't try. Straight up is what he tells her. And she's looking at him like, what? But that's how they were living. Like, I'll never be hurt if I don't try. But the rest, you'll never know what can happen if you don't try. That disappointment may not be the next disappointment, right? So that's what I want to set the tone for today. I know it wasn't going to be long today. I want to set the tone. I really want to start this off with, let's answer this question first. What is hindering me, or what has hindered me? If you're saying, finances are hindering me, if you're saying that not having all the resources hindering me, what do you have? What do you have to say? Do you got some internet? Do you have the local library you can go to? Because I rent a room every week now, so I can get a different environment I can create. I can think, I can focus, I can write stuff out on the board. I got my baby on the TV. She watching her show. So she's been with me. And so I really take the time and step away from my regular office to just kind of have a new space. I'm applying for new opportunities because whether they select me or I'm not further behind than where I was. And so what is hindering you? What is stopping you? Who is hindering you? What has shackled you to not feel that you deserve to have the best experiences? And I'm going to tell you too, don't y'all let social media shackle you to that either. All right, because I'm telling you what, and I'm telling someone who know, you'll sit up and you scroll, you see everybody rocking, Louis bags and Fendi bags, and they at these ocean places and all that stuff. And I'm telling y'all see the city behind me? That ain't nothing but a green screen sitting right here in the back of my office. Okay, I can turn it off and y'all see a straight green screen, right? And what am I saying? I'm saying that I don't know what's real and what's fake, but what I do know is I'm gonna be the best me I can be. And true, raw honesty, that stuff will shock you to think that you're not good enough, because not a lot of people are showing the hurt, not a lot of people are showing the pain. The rejection that happens. A lot of people ain't talking about that. Why? Because it doesn't draw people to this fantasy of what's really the truth. And the truth of the matter is, so I have not achieved all the goals I wanted to achieve this year. I just really started trying to get back on track. Probably when my goal will start kicking it back up? June 1, maybe. Maybe that's a strong maybe. You hear me? Matter of fact, at the end of June, I gave my husband a straight ultimatum. Like, I was so mad. And so, yeah, this is no lie. I did that, and then I went out of town to a conference, and he called me while I was gone. He said, "Baby, no, I get it." And no lie, the end of June, after the Lord told me to pray about my marriage for 6 months straight, and I didn't see no substantial change in my mind. And I said it wasn't as in my mind. When I came out for conference the last week of June, I'm telling y'all, it's like a whole shift took place. I was like, oh, okay, well, it wasn't in vain. So I want you to understand. My child husband calling me right now. I want you to understand that you have to set the tone. So I want you to think about what is stopping you, right? What is hindering you? Don't allow social media to make it seem something that it ain't. And some people are really like it's really happening for them. You will know the difference. And do that. So here's your homework assignment. As the links are already posted here, I'm gonna post them in the comments. Your first. So here's how I'm doing it. You get a free download. Do the survey. It'll send you the download. So here's how I'm doing the download. How I'm doing it is that you're gonna have you like, teacher, I do the survey again. Yes, because it's a 4-part thing. But every time you hit the download, it's gonna add a page. So every week you're gonna see that the download added another page. So I'm adding another homework assignment to so you have this whole thing. So if you watch all 4 videos, you'll get everything, right? You'll have everything. So you'll have that to go back and kind of just take some time to. I'm doing it with you also next week when I get on. I'm gonna tell you, I'm gonna have my stuff written out. This is what hindered me. This is what stopped me. I'm very open and honest about it. Like it ain't like, I'm very not that person. So that's to be on there. A couple others I want to tell y'all is grab y'all vitamin. So listen, me and my husband started this vitamin. I'm gonna get him on live, y'all. He's so funny. We started this vitamin. I didn't take it today, but I'm gonna tell y'all one thing I will say. I know it's good for immune boosting and joint health. I keep reiterating, I am pregnant, so I can't take all the products they have. My daughter started, but I'm gonna tell you about this little booger. So she was not being my friend. And so I was like, I'm gonna be honest. I ain't gonna tell people, hey y'all, she loved the vitamin. Because I tasted it. It tastes a little sweet, but I also have a strange palate. Like I can taste every little thing and stuff. And so she probably like, Mom, this do not taste good, girl. So I tried to mix it in some fancy grape juice that I really, really like. She didn't want that. So now my next step is to try in the smoothie. She loves smoothies. So if I can blend it in there and see if she'll take that. So, and if she do that, I'm gonna show you that's what I had to do. I'm gonna do what I have to do to get her the best product she can have. So if you haven't had yours, like definitely try it. Try it cold. My experience so far has been I am very alert. Now I will say this: I get up at about 5:30, 6 o'clock every day. So, and I mean, like I'm starting my day, like I'm in prayer on it. So I fast all the way up until after that. So, so I will say this. I will say if you take it, I am alert. I'm focused. I'm awake. I'm got energy to about 4 or 5 o'clock, and then I'm like, okay, I'm yawning because I'm tired. But it's not a crash and burn, nothing like that. I see why people take it twice a day, but I don't really want to be up all night, so I'm good with that. So definitely grab your bottle, grab your juice. Look, I'm going to my husband coins because everybody seems like laugh at him to make sure because I got my round, I need to drink it. I ain't drinking today. I got my other vitamins in right here I have to take for this baby. So definitely do that. Also save the mother of the slumber party, the Martisha experience. I'm getting all knocked out by God on maternity leave. We're so excited about it. We're gonna have so much fun. Tickets go public. I want to say the 15th. Of this month, so get on the mailing list. So I'm gonna send out via email. So I'm supposed to definitely do the survey and get on our mailing list. And so that's that. Like, comment, share, follow me on where am I on? Instagram and Facebook. I'm getting myself back in the groove. And of course, I'm gonna join this too because you'll see in the survey how can we serve you. So I realized that there's a many facets of people, and so I know you have to focus. I got all of that, but some of us are great at so many things, and then people know us as so many things. And I don't want to hinder or not serve the group that know me as the church administrator or the people that know me as the event manager. So it's separated. I don't too much promote all of it in one place. I don't really, but I want to make sure you're all a part of that. And so that's all I got. Don't forget to do the survey, do your download. Hopefully my team has it. We have it all. I have it all ready to go to right now for y'all to go ahead and do that. But as I always say, remember to do life on purpose, with purpose, and for purpose. What is hindering you? Let's discover together that we'll make massive impact for the rest of the year. Y'all have a great weekend. Love y'all.